What's going on, Prime Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a up-and-coming indie game that I recently checked out called Acts of Blood. Takes inspiration from games like Arkham Knight, Sifu, and inspirations from the movie The Raid, which is an amazing movie, by the way. We don't know too much about the story other than you play a college student whose family got murdered, and you're basically out to seek revenge. In the demo that I played, you get a lead on where one of the killers are, and you essentially head to that location to take that person out. There's not too much of a story element, at least in this demo, but the vibes that you get, you can tell it's definitely going to be real gritty and just raw. So I'm definitely excited to follow up with this game and just see how this game ends up. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the gameplay. So the first thing you're going to notice when fighting in this game is just how great the sound is. Whenever you're connecting those punches or those kicks or hitting them with a melee weapon, you're going to hear that crunch, you're going to hear that impact from those hits, and I think the team did a great job as far as that's concerned. As far as the fighting style, kind of reminds me of Arkham Knights, where you're fighting multiple enemies in different directions. So of course you have the option to attack different ways. Of course you got your classic, your punches, your kicks, your counters, your dodges. You also have a rage meter, so whenever you hit enough consecutive hits, you go into rage mode, and when you're in that mode, you're basically any combos or any moves that you do are not interrupted. So if it's a big crowd or if you're fighting one of the heavier characters that has a high guard, it's a good chance to knock that guard down. Speaking of guard, they do kind of take a note from Sifu in that regard. So of course, some of the enemies, you kind of have to get their guard down first. Before you're able to land those big moves to essentially take them out. And it also works vice versa as well. So you can block any incoming attacks, and then after a while, once that guard is broken, then of course that opens you up. So in those cases, you just have to depend on your counter or your dodge moves. There is also a skill tree, which when I played the demo when it first came out, it didn't have that, but in this recent update, they did add a skill tree. The skill tree, nothing too complex. At least right now, it's got 3 different paths you can take. So one focuses on your health, one focuses on your punches, and the other one focuses on your kicks. And when you're upgrading the punches and the kicks, it also unlocks new finishers and new combos. So things to, practice and utilize as you progress in the game. In this demo, I was able to unlock, I would say, almost about half of the skill tree. Of course, we don't know if this is the final skill tree. I'm sure they'll make changes closer to the release. But I thought that was a pretty cool element. As far as the environment, this level is a warehouse level, but you do also fight outside. So the environment's real cool. It's got color coordination, so the red doors, you'll use those doors to progress. And then they also have, blue doors, which unlock secret things. So some of the things I discovered, a couple of safes that you could bust open if you have like a weapon to open it with. Which in those safes, some had health packs, some had cash. Not too sure how cash is going to be used in this game. I didn't have an option to use it on anything, so I'm not sure if it's going to be to, possibly unlock cosmetics or, maybe upgrade, your character in a different fashion. I guess time will tell with that. But I thought that was cool. There is also gunplay in this as well. The gunplay, honestly, could use some work. It kind of reminded me of Sleeping Dogs gunplay in a sense. It's not bad, but it's not great. You know, the animation for, you know, aiming with the weapon, it looks kind of weird. um, but it's a work in progress. So I won't grill him on it too much. When I did use the weapon, I did surprisingly have a lot of ammo, and you'll see in the tier, as you use it, the duration of the weapon will go down. So you don't necessarily have a set amount of ammo. It just goes down as you continue shooting, and then you essentially drop that weapon. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any changes to that. There was a part where there was a little gunfight scene where all the enemies in the area had guns. So just trying to counter and dodge, you know, and shoot the characters. Not the smoothest thing in the world, but it's a work in progress, and it can always get better. And then some of the other things I noticed, there were some clipping whenever I was like fighting certain characters. Little issues with the camera, not super big deal, but it did kind of take the immersion out of it just a little bit. Another thing I came across when it came to the boss battle, in my opinion, I felt that the boss battle was a little lackluster. The boss only had like one move that he did the whole time. So if you're really good with countering or dodging, I should say, then the boss wasn't that much of a challenge. If you're not very good at dodging, it can be challenging because it only takes like 2 or 3 hits, and you know, you'll die, and then you'll have to restart. Outside of that, there is another mode. It's kind of like an arena mode, and you just fight endless waves of enemies just to see how long you last. From my understanding, there'll be like, you know, perks and rewards for surviving so long. That mode's pretty cool. They have 2 different levels. One's inside of a like a jail, and then the other level's on a rooftop. And you have access to your weapons and things of that sort. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so that's my first impressions. I'm definitely excited to play this game. You know, it definitely gives me that Sleeping Dogs, like Arkham Knights kind of vibe. I feel like games like that only come like a dime a dozen. You know, I'm definitely interested to see what this game turns into. Definitely interested in the story as well, how deep the story will be. Like I said, there wasn't really too much story-wise going on, so it's kind of hard to sense how this is going to play out. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my first impressions of everything. I'm going to end this video by doing the full playthrough. No commentary, just letting you take it all in. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to have the link, the Steam link, so you can wishlist it or download the demo yourself and try it out. But that's going to be it for me. I definitely appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see more content like this, or if there's another up-and-coming game that you want me to take a look at and possibly cover, let me know in the comments, and I will see what I can do to make that happen. But until next time, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Don't be stressed. And I will catch y'all on the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
The thought of revenge is clear in my mind. Jackal is next, and tonight, it ends. Better put my clothes on before I head out. all set? Here we go again. Need to get down there. That red lit door might be the way.
What the hell are you doing here? Kill that boy!
Could use these later. Should be able to break this. Not bad. Finally, now to find that bastard. I might need this.
Come over here, you little bastard!
Where did this big fool came from? Locked. Gotta find another way. Gotta jump those ledges. Nah, that's better. I can jump down here. Shit! How did they get guns? Not bad.
Attention! Attention! Return to your post, or we'll shoot you all!
What the hell? Looks like a workers' protest. I can slip through the left gate.
No passing through here!
Shit! They've all got guns.
I'm gonna chop you to pieces! You little bastard!
Not if I kill you first. Nah, that's better. Rest in hell, you piece of shit.